Shopping.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, all. Today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, because every time you do, you support the show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, and we thank ye.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Sleep deprivation.
It's my favorite Aerosmith song.
Sleep deprivation. Yeah, just a little bit.
Are you feeling it?
No, I get to sleep. Mama's the one that does all the work.
But what you need is a block. If you do it in segments, it messes it up.
A little before 7 o'clock, I wake up this morning, and Carla is looking at me, and the baby's between us. So she, in my state of total slumber, she has gotten the baby out, put the baby in the middle of the bed, and her eyes are open, and she's looking at me. And she says to me, so I am just awake. I've taken the Bane mask off of my face. And shut down the machine.
Are the animated birds flying around you, Snow White?
Yeah, I've got the stars.
Stars, please, Eddie.
And I look over at Carla, and she says, can you watch him? I just want to get one more hour. I said, I'll lie here with the baby, absolutely. And then I realized that the baby is between Carla and myself, and Carla has gone off to sleep and rolled over, and I realized that I'm still tired.
Yeah.
And I suddenly have that fighting thing where I'm tired.
Sick and tired of love.
I'm
You
tired.
would like one more hour of sleep as well.
Yeah,
everybody would.
But
Why
I shouldn't
not?
because I got about 6 hours, so I'm doing all right. I'm doing about 5-6 hours. And
also frequent naps through the day.
Yes, constantly.
Constant napping.
Usually when driving. And so I look in the baby, and suddenly I'm in this little battle, and there's nothing in the world. I'm not going to fall asleep, because if I fall asleep, I might roll over and the baby, be squished.
Yeah, and it's so much trouble to get a new one.
And then he goes into, he does this thing where he just stretches his arms out a little bit, and he goes, like that, and I hear,
oh, he made Daddy a present.
It's what they do. It's what they do. They eat, they sleep, they poo. That is what they do.
Was it gas?
It was it. You never know. That's the thing. That's why.
Or was it gas that brought luggage with it?
That's always the challenge.
Would you like to check that bag?
It sounded like really, when Jed Clampett found the bubbling crude.
Oh, just gurgling.
It sounded like it might have been a little bit of a bubbling crude. So So anyway, the baby was fine. And
did you check the diaper?
Carla wanted to get one more hour of sleep, and that ended at 10 minutes after 7. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's the dad of the year.
Yes, 10
minutes. You never
checked
checked the diaper when you heard the gurgle?
No.
Really?
Well, no, I don't.
Well, you should at least peek.
Well, I have peeked occasionally, but I didn't peek at that particular time because the goal was if the baby was going to be changed at that time, then it was going to be everybody's up. It's the day begins.
Show to prepare for.
And I had to.
That's
I have
right.
work to do, Rob.
I understand.
And Mrs. O'Mara was trying to get some shut-eye, but
I know you
cried
probably
anyway,
you've changed a couple diapers.
I've changed a couple. I'm not.
Have you done the number one as well as the number two? Have you done Big Potty with the diapers?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
But what we're having now more and more, and any parent of a young infant boy will tell you, we're getting the squirt factor.
Yeah.
And Carla got it twice last night, where she's changing the diaper, and watch out.
You need the tent.
The PPTP.
You need that. Yeah,
the PPTP.
Or goggles.
But he's doing fine.
Yeah, Mike's glasses will help.
Thank you.
Aye.
Miley Cyrus has been voted the most cheat-worthy celebrity by the guys who use AshleyMadison.com, a website that hooks people up who are looking to have affairs. There is a website for people that want to have extramarital affairs.
I think they have over 20 million members now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What's wrong? That's the moral fiber of our society eroding right there.
Well, the problem is not the website. The problem is that they want to bone Miley Cyrus.
My God.
Have you seen
strange?
the pictures of her lately? She looks like Beetlejuice.
Well, there's some more information about this. That's kind of creepy.
She does.
God, I can't believe how many people on the...
A lot of people, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
That means
A lot of people, man.
She's the celebrity guys most want to have an affair with. Miley took 18.6% of the vote, followed by Mila Kunis.
Oh, yeah.
She's on another planet than
Am
Miley
I missing
Cyrus.
something? Am I really missing something when it's Miley Cyrus and Mila Kunis? Mila Kunis is, I've seen all of her magazine spreads.
Right.
I've seen the woman. She's an attractive woman. There is no doubt about
Right.
that. But elevating her to the top spot, and she's on a lot of lists where she's at the very, very tippy top.
I think she's come a long way. She's much hotter than she was on that 70s show.
I think she's gorgeous.
She might have been the most appealing thing in that movie, Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was very good in that. But what, really, Miley Cyrus? Ever?
Yeah, I mean, maybe when she was younger, and I'm talking
Oh,
grade
stop
teen
it.
younger.
No, stop
This is a weird list.
Like just turned 18.
This is, Mike, you know what this speaks to? The kind of people that frequent Ashley Madison.
Number 10, Kate Upton. Understandable.
Oh, absolutely.
Number 9, Jessica Biel. Very understandable. Here we go. Wild card. Wild card. Wild card.
Yeah.
Number 8, Katie Couric.
What?
3.8%.
Nice
Katie Couric.
legs.
That's the Mike.
Yeah.
That's the guy that says I'm 60 years old and I'm hanging out with Ashley Madison. And
I sure love her news.
what about that girl? Who's that girl who used to be on the Today Show?
I sure love
Maybe
her.
the fame factor plays.
I sure loved it when she anchored the news.
Yeah, every time I try to think of Katie Couric in that way, one picture comes to mind: her dressed as Peter Pan.
Yeah.
For when they did the Halloween show, because she looked so much like Peter Pan that she might as well be a young boy.
Don and I had Katie Couric get her first real break
Yeah.
by sending a news story up to NBC Network when we had Glasnost in our studio when we broadcast to the then Soviet Union. The
First,
very first.
Western broadcast to the Behind the Iron Curtain was
We
her
had
show.
40. I remember 40 cameras in the studio. It was about as pressure cooker a
I stayed up
situation
that
as I've
night.
ever
It
gone
was like
through.
at 11 o'clock our time, right?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And she was sitting there. I remember her sitting on the edge of the console, and I remember at that point I thought she was fun. She was on TV, but there was never that.
And she was fully clothed, right?
Yeah, she was fully clothed, but there was never that. There was never that thing.
No, I don't see it.
I never had that thing back when she was a young woman.
Yeah.
I didn't have that thing for her.
No, but, Larry King tried to bone her.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Larry King,
everything, yeah.
Larry King liked that package, too. He liked that kind of, that diminutive,
Sure.
pixie-like, hi, come to my room and I'll have a bathrobe. Open.
Oh, I'm just getting ready.
Open at the waist. Number 7, Katy Perry. Okay, I can
Yeah.
make that.
Win.
Number 6, Rihanna. Number 5, Beyonce on every list known to mankind.
Sure.
Number 4, Sofia Vergara on every list known to mankind. And number 3, my personal pick on the list, ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Lawrence, who I think there's something about her.
She should be higher on that list.
Yeah, I think there's something about Jennifer Lawrence, her whole
Her
personality.
real life persona, yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I like that.
Have you ever heard clips, and I don't know if I played it on the vault or not, like when she met Jeff Bridges? It was like on a red carpet event, and she's like a kid. She is really just excited to be part of the Hollywood community.
like that.
Right.
She's genuine. Yeah.
About 22,000 men responded to the survey, and there's kind of an ick factor here. Above and beyond the fact that these guys are actively thinking about having affairs, Miley is 20 years old, and the average age of the Ashley Madison user,
Yes.
are you ready?
Yes.
44.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. I don't call that an ick factor. I call that a mirror. Thank you very much.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Getting old just sucks. I can't watch MTV. I feel like I'm 150 years old. Shows like MTV Cribs. That's a great show, isn't it? It's a great show to watch an 18-year-old rapper show off his 40-room mansion, with waterfalls and media rooms and movie theaters, I'm twice his age. I'm sitting on my bed/sofa. Oh, look at that. Boy, what a nice crib. This house has 18 bathrooms. They're all made of imported Italian marble from a 14th century Franciscan monastery. Meanwhile, I'm in the sink because my crazy wife has locked herself in our one bathroom and she won't come out till I admit that I have a drinking problem. Well, it's going to be a long wait, my love, so hang in there. When you get out, you might want to watch a little MTV Cribs because I noticed Ludacris's bitches weren't busting his balls about what he does to unwind.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Rock and roll is here to stay.
Thank you, Alan Freed.
Yeah. How you doing, everybody? Hi, it's Alan Freed. We got Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper coming up in just a few minutes on the Alan Freed Show.
Rock and roll is here to stay.
We are live from Studio 1K. Well, it's a classic old rock and roll song.
It is.
Studio 1K in the Fiberflex Broadcast Center. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Downloaded worldwide
Look at
18
you.
million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 FM WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KC Jaja in Iowa. Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. How are you?
Yeah.
How you doing? Our show today is brought to you by Wait Not.
Look at you.
I've been talking about Wait Not for a long time, and I have been on Wait Not in the past, but it has been a long time since I have rekindled my relationship with Wait Not, and I am here to tell you that it's a lot more fun to do the Wait Not commercials when you can come in and on a Monday say that I started the Wait Not program last Monday and that my total weight loss for the week, which is called the Healthy Start phase,
right,
which is the way to get you going, and I always talk about the results. My results, I have lost 13 pounds in 7 days.
What? That's like 2 pounds a day.
Wow.
Yeah, 13 pounds.
Jesus, Mike.
Yeah, well,
that's
I was
fantastic.
Big. 13 decks off the Titanic, chairs off the Titanic.
Yeah, let's hear it. But that's amazing.
Thank you. Wait Not plans now start as low as $5 a day, about the cost of a gym membership. Rob and I get into the real minutia of Wait Not. We're not going to bore you with that, but Rob knows that today is Fud Day.
Oh, is today your lipid loading day?
Yeah, it's a loading thing. Where
Back
you
the truck up.
Yeah. Nice. You get ready. You have 2 days where you kind of load up on your proteins and your fats.
Sets your body up for the additional weight loss.
You're just kind of storing up, and I like storing up.
Sure, what's not to like?
So it's and there are little fun things throughout that program.
More steaks.
Yes, and just a lot of protein. 3 eggs and 2 egg whites today.
Delicious.
That was very fun.
Yeah,
especially after the other phase of the program. But really, reading the material for Wait Not over the weekend was really something I hadn't done. Even when I went through it the very, very first time a couple of years ago, I had not really read all the advice and all the techniques and the hunger management strategies and the triggers that you have. So many things that they make you aware of. The Paul and the people over at Wait Not have done absolutely exhaustive research into the science of losing weight, and it's really fun to read the fruits of their labor because they know what they're talking about, and you get your ass a big book when you get on the Wait Not program.
Has every answer you need. It's like having a baby, Mike. Any problem you encounter when you have a baby is like any kind of every problem when you're trying to lose weight.
Do you want to start again?
Not really.
Almost.
No one has ever been the first person to experience a problem, and they've got the answers for you in that book. They're ready to go.
Just follow instructions.
Oh, screw you both.
Okay. To find out more, visit Wait Not. He's the guy that got the TV commercial. To find out more, visit
let me talk.
To visit waitnot.com. Wait Not, show us what you're made of. They got all the success stories there. Now it's contagious.
That's it.
Jesus Christ. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Are you really?
Yeah, I spent
You've
last
been tired lately. You're not on Facebook anymore at all.
Well, why does this bother you? I've been,
because I used to like to complain about it, and they used to, you wouldn't take a dump without putting it on Facebook, and now
I think Facebook...
see, hold on, let me finish.
Right.
I see people all over the weekend that are putting things on your wall, and you're liking things, and you'll give a little update and stuff, but there was no more of the Rob.
I've noticed that as well.
Rob is totally checked out on Facebook.
No, not true. We are in the summer doldrums of Facebook, and I'm not going to be the one that saves it. I'm not going to go out there and stir the pot. If there's something good, if I have something good to say regarding something, I'll be there. But I think people are just not trying hard enough out there.
Rob's chart is like a cliff. If you look at his activity, that I thought just a cliff.
It's incredible how he just
all
went
the way
away.
down like a bad stock, right? So I looked, and I was like, well, maybe he's got a secret profile that he doesn't want to know us about.
He's
so
lost interest.
I looked for another Rob Spiewak.
Yeah, he's lost.
There's one in Canada, but he's a 1B
I
Rob.
saw that.
Yeah.
Corny Bob Spiewak is putting more information out on Facebook. And incidentally, the whole thing with Facebook and this show is that is our pipeline to our listening audience. That is how we communicate with you. That's how we find out what you're thinking, what's going on. And you were the grand poobah. You changed friends is like I blink, and then you would be on there talking about we had a turkey leg at King's Dominion. It was great. Yeah. And then I realized when you post, when you are on Facebook, is when you're really, really happy.
Oh, my God.
When he's on vacation.
You think he's unhappy now?
When he's on vacation. Do you ever see how he posts? When Carrie and Rob are on vacation.
Well, you want to show off if you're happy.
But when you're on vacation, you go bat-ass.
That's true.
Like there's 60 posts in a morning of where you are and stuff. And a lot of people are like that on Facebook as well.
Changing my socks.
I don't think it has to do with so much being happy. I really do think
there's really not coffee. There's really not enough coffee like beach coffee.
Beach coffee is the best coffee.
Anyone will tell you this.
Peanut butter on a bagel.
Right. So what the hell are you doing with your time? What are you doing?
I'm there's actually.
Are you living in a hotel somewhere now?
Yeah, what's
I
going
am
on?
a seedy hotel.
Okay,
Mike.
I'm just curious.
No, there's been stuff to do. There's been more stuff to do regarding the show, and there just hasn't been a really fertile ground for playing.
Was that
on
between the
Facebook.
lines stuff? There's been more stuff to do regarding
Not
the
at
show?
all. Not at all.
Are we overworking you?
God, this
Are
is
you
fun
taxed?
today.
I mean, what's that?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to get inside of why this dramatic drop off in
I
participation.
wouldn't call it dramatic.
It's stunning.
It's stunning.
It's absolutely
Is
stunning.
the world on their edge of their seat waiting for my next thought?
Well, no. I mean, it used to be. I just enjoyed. I realized this, and I said this morning when I was preparing the show. I said I miss bitching about it. So I said, that's the contradiction that is me.
You are a walking, talking contradiction.
Rob Spiewak's Facebook boycott. The thing is, I miss it.
It's
I
strange
really do.
because you're so used to having it there when you go into your feed.
Right.
Also, Rob, did you just say that you have more work to do on the show so you can't post?
No,
on
not
Facebook?
at all. What I said. Do you listen? No, I guess you don't. What I said is
Happy birthday, everybody.
There's been more stuff to do, so there might be less time to do stuff like that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and you know what? God knows, you've taken the most of it. You've got the most of it on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So as far as
that's a legend.
No, let him hear what he wants. He's doing a lot, Mike.
Sure, whatever.
He really, really is.
Whatever.
I will try to refocus myself, Mike, and reinstall my
Don't
Facebook
take away
presence.
that time. You're gonna have to do a 17-hour bender at Reraw. Oh, I mentioned the bar we're going to be at.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the manager likes us, so I thought I'd
there you go.
Although
I give him a little tickle. Tickle.
I will say, wow, it's going to be a big night, isn't it?
You got direct contact?
No, I got a free pass, so I'm there.
Oh, cool.
I've already cleared it with the home front, and now the issue is transportation.
That's right.
Because that may be my first night of indulgence.
Well, you'll have your bike back, so take that. I want to
We're
say
talking about Thursday night. We're going to be out and about.
Yeah. Before we close the book on Facebook, can I issue a thank you? A renewed interest in installing me as the host of the Labor Day Telethon. I don't know what caused it on Sunday morning.
Now there we go. Let's get to this.
Thank you.
All right, let's get to this. I'm going to go to Rob's Facebook page. Okay. So people start this little campaign about putting Rob back in the seat of the host of the Labor Day Telethon.
It's been around for a while, but there was a renewed interest this weekend.
And let me see. There's nothing. Kristen writes. Bob writes. Another Bob writes.
A lot of
Casey
Photoshops.
writes. Robert W. Spiewak writes. Nick writes. Chuck Moody writes something on
Chuck
there.
Moody? Yeah, it's Barb and Chuck Moody.
Patrick writes something on there. Jolene writes something. I'm going through hours and hours. Louis Warren writes something. I mean, people just out there just saying, Rob Spiewak,
talk to me!
Give. We need you to give.
I shared. I like.
And then
Isn't it a little self-indulgent to say, make me the host, when in fact the grand thing is other people talking about how they want you to host? That's awesome.
It's funny you say that, because the only thing you did post, the first one I get down to here, is where you actually posted the Bring Back the 22-Hour Telethon with Rob Spiewak as host. That was the first thing you posted.
Yes, but the commenting, the going on and on, I shared it.
Yes.
But the commenting going on and on about how qualified.
That's right. You shared it.
I don't want to seem overly excited, although I have cleared my schedule. If MDA wants to call me, I'll be there. I'll be there.
You
Absolutely.
should really call.
Yeah.
Let me
do an online
We have
version
we have nearly 100 signatures.
Thanks for the work. You know what? You'll get more today. I'm going to get on board with this. Muscular Dystrophy Association. Bring back the 22-hour telethon with radio's Rob Spiewak as host.
Thank you.
The MDA Show of Strength is an annual televised benefit concert held each Labor Day weekend in the United States to raise money for MDA. The program is the successor to the Jerry Lewis MDA Telethon, an annual telethon. In 2011, darkness descended on the telethon as the duration was cut to 6 hours.
Oh, it was a sad day.
And Jerry was no longer the host.
That's right.
Now the telethon, like Jerry, is a pale ghost of what it once was.
That's right.
Who did this? This is Tim Miranda. Did he write this?
I believe he did, yeah.
So Tim writes, we need to bring back the spectacle, the show business, and the near torturous sweat equity that made the MDA telethon able to bring in tens of millions of dollars every year.
Right.
Radio's Rob Spiewak can bring the very serious business of show back to the telethon with style, energy, and comedy.
That's right.
Raise your voices to the MDA and let them know there is a light at the end of the dark, shortened Jerry Lewis tunnel.
Lewisless.
Jerry-less. They now find themselves in, and that light's name is Rob Spiewak. Is Jerry no longer associated in
He's
any
out,
way?
baby.
No, his name's not even in the title anymore.
So he has severed all relationships with MDA.
I believe this year it's a 2-year special. 2-hour special, and that's it.
And with no Jerry at all.
No, and you know what? Pre-taped.
Really?
Oh, wow.
It's a disaster.
All right, what do we do? How can I help?
What you need to do is everyone needs to, if you go to my site, my Facebook page, you can click for, I think it's change.com,
Yes.
where people put up petitions.
Yes.
We were almost at 100 signatures today, and when it hits 100, it will be submitted to the director of MDA USA.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
I'm sure, look, they have to have some way to have some sort of webcast. If, Rob, you could take the donations through some sort of webcast, I think there would be a chance.
I think it would be fun.
Right?
I think it would be really great. And, I think if anyone from MDA was either in Reno or the State Theater, they've seen my skills. My wicked hosting skills.
I will testify to Rob Spiewak's skills as an MC. He has been the MC for my shows and also the Don and Mike show for years and years and years. And when really, it takes a special kind of person to just say, you're the first guy. You're the one that we're sending out there, and you're going out there. Now we've had comedians, but Rob still comes out first to open live shows, and he does a great job. And God knows where this could go. But any response from MDA?
Nothing yet. There was one thing, and I want to explain it. Is someone wrote, "Would I do the overnights?" Because for years Jerry would take a few hours off in the overnight, and I said, "Of course."
If you get the gig, of course.
Because it's for the kids, and I think a lot of people, Mike, I want you to look at me. Look here.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that was being sarcastic.
Sure.
I just want people to know that I meant what I said. It's for the kids.
Do you have the music for the tote board?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have that?
I do.
Because, now listen, this is your thing.
Oh, it is crazy.
Yeah, we'll support him, though.
And we'll support him 100%, but it's your thing, and it would be your job. And we're not talking about anybody on this show. You would have to find an announcer. You would have to find your Ed. You would have.
Well,
to
you know
find
who
your
my
Ed.
first choice would be,
Who-
and I
who?
know you would never do it.
Who's that?
It was you.
Well, yeah, but it just, I think really it's got to be your guy.
You do enough
It's
charity.
It's got to be your bitch.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's got to be somebody
And no
who...
using dude.
No, I wouldn't want. Dude, I would love to boost. I would
wait a
love for
minute,
dude to
though.
boost.
See, I like dude.
Yeah, but he uses dude for everything.
Well,
I
what
know.
happens?
Dude like a toilet
No,
bowl.
no, no. When you have the best in the business, why would you go elsewhere?
And dude would probably love to get the camera time.
Yeah, because he
dude
loves
likes that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
dude,
And dude's got that, hey, I'm Dude Walker. Boy, that would be show busy. And he got the voice to counter
No, he'd be
that
great for
voice.
Counteract
TV.
his voice.
I thought we were talking about a webcast. Dude's better than that.
Yeah, he is. Well, if it's a webcast,
Yeah.
this goes away.
Well, maybe.
I'm sorry.
What
if he's
dude
not
got
in some television studio in Washington, D.C., this goes away.
Well, it could be in a television studio and then go on the web.
Yeah? Yeah, you'd be willing to do that?
Sure.
See, the only way, now you know this, right? The only way that this would work is if you got MDA's permission.
Well, it's not like I can go out and do it without MDA
Aren't they
saying it's
in
okay.
D.C.? I
How
feel like
about-
they have to have headquarters here.
No,
How
I think
about-
they're headquartered on the west.
I've got the name.
Okay.
The Rob Spiewak Labor Day Webathon.
Ooh. No, it's got to have MDA on there.
The Rob Spiewak Muscular Dystrophy Association Webathon.
I like that.
Sounds pretty
that
good.
works great.
The Webathon.
Somebody logged that URL stat.
Now,
He sits on.
get it done.
Let's go to the tote.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. $27.75 right over there. The Rob Spiewak Muscular Dystrophy Association Webathon going on now, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations!
Isn't that wonderful?
All
That
we want is $1 more than we got last year, and since this is our first year,
I would commit to working the phones for you.
the phone bank.
Yeah, even though I'll be traveling, I'll work my cell phone.
Call Mike at home.
I'll do those calls that I do for charity
That you like so bad.
that I like so bad. Give me more mid, will you? Because I feel like I'm talking to this. There we go. There, that's better.
What's going to be your time frame? I'll help out. I got 2 hours.
I
think.
will. You know what? 2 hours is wonderful.
Need 22 hours.
You're a
guys.
much
Need 22 hours.
You're a much more generous man than I am.
2 hours to be
No,
so
we need 22 hours of your time.
I look forward to it. So
I
it's
think
good.
it'd be perfect. It can't miss.
Will you update us
Yes, of course.
on a regular basis?
Yes.
Will
of
this
course.
get you charged up on Facebook again? Will this get you pumped up and interacting? We haven't gotten to the bottom of why this weekend you just sat down and you didn't touch it.
And now, the national chairman of the Muscular Dystrophy Association, Rob Speedway.
There he is.
Although I wouldn't want a title. I just want to be your MC. I don't want to be the national chairman.
And now here's your host, Rob Spewing, and that was Dude doing that intro.
Do you think there's any other show in America right now talking about doing something for charity this long?
No.
They should give him the job.
And make no mistake,
conversation.
it's really not about charity.
I'm trying to help you out here, Rob.
It's about self-aggrandizement.
It is.
And Jerry knew that for years and
He
years.
did. He is the king of it.
But I think this could work.
Yeah, absolutely. And we will make it work.
All right, let me just...
It should work.
All right,
There's
so
no reason why it
what I'm
shouldn't.
going to post here is... All right, I want to write something, Rob. What should I want? How many of you would support a Rob Spiewak webathon?
No,
on
you see,
Labor
that's
Day
too
weekend?
passive. I think what you say is we need your support.
Yeah.
No, the kids need your support.
Yeah. The kids need you. Oh,
Now,
but then
see,
he's talking about the
you
Haitian
just sound
kids.
so disingenuous when
No,
you do that.
you see, that's your jaded self.
I know.
Yeah, but Rob, he actually cares about the kids. That's why.
Oh, and I don't.
Well, no, you care about them, but
How many names are you going to need to make? How many likes will you need to make this happen?
Well, I think
would say 100,000.
We need like 6 to get the petition to MDA. We need 6
Oh, it's
more, I think.
100.
But the more, the better. I'd say if we got 5,000, and I'd say if we all did it, because we have like 12,000 people between us, we got 5,000. I think MDA would stand up and take notice.
this would be a great movement at 500,000.
Yes,
We
or
are-
$1 million.
I
Let's
think
go to 1,000 this week. 6 more people.
That's 5,000 this week.
5,000.
5,000. We
right.
are looking for likes
I'll put it on my Twitter page as well.
or Rob's.
But you know what? It needs to be more than likes. It needs to be actually more active. They need
changing the rules on me. I wanted it. I was
likes are
diving.
good.
What
Likes
do you
are good.
want,
I want
man?
them
What are
to
you looking for, man?
I want a cure. And the phones keep ringing, folks. Your generosity.
Maybe that's the muscular dystrophy. Well.
Hi, sweetie. I'm doing my show right
How do you
now.
say
Are
that?
you in Maine?
muscular dystrophy.
Dystrophy. Damn it.
Hold on just a second. Wait a
Is
minute.
it
I'm going
Mom?
to put you on speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my daughter, Catherine. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Ha-
We're at Becky's Diner right now.
You're at Becky's Diner in
Oh,
Portland,
so
Maine?
fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. I just announced that. Yeah. All right. This is going out for our live streamers. Do not go down and see my daughter.
Oh, now it's going to be crowded.
at the diner.
Taking 3.
Did you order yet, sweetie?
No, it's a wait. It's a half-hour wait.
Oh, my God. A half-hour wait on a Monday morning?
Wow.
It's not even morning anymore.
Oh, my God. What are you thinking you're going to have? You're going to have the lobster omelet?
Yeah, I was thinking of that, or like clam chowder. Caroline's never had any lobster before.
Caroline is Catherine's friend.
Oh, nice.
And, they are having a wonderful road trip up to Maine. Where
Ask
they're going
to
up
see
to
a wine
the-
list.
Yes. Shut up, Rob. She's 18. So you've made it safely to Portland, Maine.
Yes.
And how's the drive going?
It's great. No traffic at all. So.
So you've done really.
So far.
Your Nana. You went to see your 93-year-old Nana yesterday, and she said she was on cloud 9. She called me to say she was on cloud 9 after you stopped by to see her. Be safe.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Do not text and drive, and be very, very careful when you're driving up there, and don't drive when you're tired. And make sure you check in with me when you get up there in a few hours. Okay?
I will.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, sweetie. Have a good breakfast. Bye-bye. That's cool.
Well, did she
Very
leave?
cool.
She didn't leave this morning.
No, yesterday.
Okay.
And stayed in Boston, went to see, and I get
That
a
is
call.
so cool.
I get a call from my 93-year-old mom, and she said, and literally, this is a 93-year-old going, I have to tell you, I am on cloud 9.
Wow.
Your daughter's just left. And I'm like, yeah. I said, oh, that's great. So it was a nice little visit? Yes, it was a nice little visit, but they're going to check in at their hotel, and then they're coming back and taking me out to dinner. Those
so
are my
they're both
daughters.
up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that's
is
great.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So nice.
A round of applause. And then she said, and one last thing, make sure that Rob Spiewak does that webathon for muscular dystrophy. All right, we're going to see if ideas go two ways on the Mike O'Mara show. You
Yes.
know this. They either
Like Elton John.
They either blossom or I go to commercial break and I go, all right, that was the opening bit. We'll take a break and come back with more on the Mike O'Mara show. I vote for the latter.
But Mike, my passion
Right.
is undying.
Welcome back to the Mike
For the
O'Mara
kids,
show.
Mike.
What the hell were we talking about in that first break?
I forget.
MDA.
Brought to you by Encore Insurance Services. We love Encore. You can too. Do me a favor. Get a free insurance quote. Will you please do that for me? 866-347-5748. Give Encore a call. They're the people that support us and sponsor this show on WTNT and get us our little radio family here in Washington. We're very happy for that. They'll do all the work for you. Encore will compare rates to help you save. They have licensing and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. Be sure to thank them for sponsoring TMOS Encore Insurance Services at smartterm.com, and we thank them. So anyway, are you going to try to do it? Or
Absolutely.
Then
Absolutely.
Before my daughter called, you were explaining how you wanted to go about it.
How I want to go about it is this. I need a grassroots support, because people need to know that the telethon...
You mean you need grassroots support, not a grassroots support.
Grassroots effort of support is what I mean.
All right.
I think that if we can get the MDA to realize that what they've done is they've given away their one element that really connected them to the environment and the public, which is that big television show every year. It's not like you, say, look forward to some show about cancer. You don't look forward to a show about anything like that. MDA was, for lack of a better thing, it was the Jerry Lewis show. And they were so in the forefront, and that went away.
Here's
can bring
the problem.
it back.
This is the only problem
There's a problem?
see. Yeah, with you doing
I
the
have
webathon.
another wrinkle.
The thing is, when
Such
Jerry...
glass half-empty guys.
When Jerry... Hey, we're the ones that started talking about this.
Okay.
When we started the idea, with 22 hours of a telethon, Jerry had co-hosts. He had...
packed show,
hundreds of entertainment guests. He had guest after guest after guest. How are you going to elevate it to even remotely that stature?
Well, I'm going to call Todd Moore. No, what's going to happen is once MDA realizes that we're needed, then they kick in and they help.
They booked the show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the MDA will help.
What you don't know is that they had a guy that his whole job was booking talent, Eddie Foy the Fourth. And he would find...
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yes.
Your loyalty to this product, the MDA telethon with Jerry, you know the talent booker for the
it's
MDA telethon?
It's a full-time job, Mike. Now, of course, you know that Eddie Foy the Fourth is...
Foy, I'm probably related to him.
Well, I don't think so. The great Eddie Foy, who was on Broadway with Cohan in the turn of the century. He's of that Foy family.
Really?
Have you not heard of the Seven Little Foys?
This is where your brain goes into
booking
overdrive.
Talent, Mike.
You want to talk? This is the useless information of useless information.
What you got to know is this: is that the greatest specialty acts are out there, but it takes some doing to find them, and that's why we need the plate spinners and the dog acts and the dance acts are great. Also,
what about the celebrities?
I don't know if
celebrities will come because what's going to happen? They're going to say, "Hey, we want to be a part of this."
I don't know if Rob Spiewak is being enthusiastic for this segment or whether he's talking out of his ass.
Which is another act that I can do on the telethon.
Let me add this.
I'm about 80% that he's talking out of his ass.
We're probably going to get a couple of these emails anyway, so let's get this out of the way.
All right. And is this your wrinkle?
And I think we make it realistic.
Yeah.
This is your... Not 22 hours.
That the telethon...
21.
No.
8 hours. 8 hours is more than 2 hours taped.
8 hours of you being attached to your computer. Could you do that?
I've done it.
Okay, so
sober.
I'm asking.
Hold it.
I'm saying if we absolutely not. If we really were to do this, you don't want to do 22 hours. You want to have a Memorial Labor Day weekend.
Sure.
But you're not going to be. Able to
you
get
want
the
realism?
Guests. I want realism because if people are into this, if you do a little webathon,
let's do 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time. Because that's what they used to do. The telethon would start at 9 p.m.
Okay,
Eastern.
9 p.m. on what day? Monday?
It would be Sunday going into Monday.
Sunday going into Monday, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. I think that is realistic, and he's being serious.
I can't believe he's going to do this.
Well, no, I mean, I think you only do it. This is your call. You tell me how many. I want to know how many people are going to check in. And if it's not about 10,000 people that are committing that they're going to at least check in with you, I don't think you do it. Do you think that's a reasonable number?
I think that's reasonable.
10,000 people. Right. So how do we quantify it? How do we make sure we get people? I want to get 10,000 people aware of this thing, and, of course, their willingness to listen to the Mike O'Mara Show.
Well, the Mike O'Mara Show will be mentioned at the top of every hour.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate that.
We have the equipment to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to be out of town. You can conceivably do it from here.
Okay. All right.
And
more than welcome to do it here.
Right.
We can do, as far as the money's concerned, we could set something up through PayPal for people to donate.
Yeah.
A special account.
All right.
And so that's two. The only wrinkle we have is when you have kind of the total views, where and when you decide that it's okay. Because if 100 people are watching for 8 hours, it's great for those 100 people. But you want more than 100 people.
I do. I want more. And incidentally, I want people just to check in. So I'm not, the 100 at one time.
And that was the magic of the 21-hour telethon, is that you'd look in a few times over the weekend.
And here's the buzzword, okay? Everybody, this is what we're going to say. 3 words. I'm gonna watch.
That's it.
Even one that's not a real word. Gonna, not a real
Gonna's a great word.
I'm gonna watch. All right, so the 3 words are going to be I'm gonna watch.
Right.
And if we get 10,000 I'm gonna watches,
right?
How do we figure out?
We could set something up.
How about this? What if we each wrote I'm gonna watch as a Facebook status, and then we count likes?
And you can go shares as well.
Shares and likes.
Yeah.
But you don't double up.
No double up.
Don't trick us.
That'll be easy. But people are also liars.
So they're going to say they're going to watch, and then they're not going to.
And then they're going to go to the beach.
And so let's put our brains on it.
If it's for the kids, we should do it anyway.
Yeah, Mike, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids, and we're going to put our brains on it. By tomorrow, we'll have a little sneaky. Hey, Pony, can you put your sneaky little computer brain, off of security for a while and onto that? Can you do that for us?
I think you can.
Sure.
And will you serve as my announcer?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Oh, my God.
Can we have a dry run? Please introduce Rob Spiewak, Pony. It starts with ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Muscular Dystrophy
Association.
God, you know what? He had such a great start.
I love him.
He came out of the bed. He came out of the box
doesn't
running.
even know. He just gave me exactly what I wanted. That's just such a gift to me right there. That's so perfect. And here's your announcer, Pony Boy.
A telethon's an old model, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's really why they go away.
Right.
Because people just donate on their phones now. They don't need to watch.
A webathon's going to be a different animal, and I would hold out that between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. that there could be, especially if you do it in here, there could be guests that drop by. People that are going to say hello. And one thing you will have to have.
What's that?
A tote board.
Of course.
You'll have to have some jerry-rigged tote, but there's a
Get
listener
it?
out there that will do it.
Jerry-rigged.
Here I have created something that's going to get in the way of something else, which is what I do better than anything else. I've just assured myself that by the end of the summer, to be honest with you, that announcement we talked about,
right,
that comes the next
After
day.
the fact,
That's true.
It's going to be perfect.
And we pushed Cat 2013 a little back.
What? Cat 2013. Let's not even
we
say
had to
that again.
reschedule.
Let's not even say that again.
I just wanted to be clear.
I know.
But
check your Google Calendar.
Right.
Mike, it's for the cats.
It's the Rob Spiewak. I'll do the announcing for you.
Okay, you'll
as far as like the canned announcing.
And of course you'll make
the 2013 Rob Spiewak Labor Day Muscular Dystrophy. I'll phrase it the right way. It's the 2013 Muscular Dystrophy Rob Spiewak Webathon. And now here's your host, Rob Spiewak.
Thank you. Hey.
And
you can Skype him,
right?
Oh, I really want this to happen now.
Well, I think you know what guarantees it's going to happen.
What's that?
It's not done here. It's got to be done at his house.
Yeah, but
we don't have the facilities.
Yeah, his equipment isn't as good as.
All right, if you're willing to do that,
it's got to be here.
Then
and he's got to be here.
No, I'll be in Las Vegas.
No, I think you should be here.
I'll be watching.
I'll check in. I will check.
Will you Skype in from Las Vegas? Because I used to love it when Jerry would say,
"We can't be here, but Frank Sinatra's on stage at the Sands."
I will Skype in as well.
Let's go live.
I will Skype in from Maine.
Fantastic.
I promise you, and we will make this happen. This is a great little thing. This is the way it works. Ideas. This is an idea that was just hatched, this webathon thing. Now, people want you to host the telethon. That's not going to be.
Well, you know what this is? This is my audition tape.
This is because then the
and
following
you know what?
year,
It really,
it's real.
It's asking too much to really put me in less than a month.
Yeah.
I mean, the fittings and the makeup alone
would take hours.
And the travel.
And the hours.
Think about the coordination.
Before we get
Mr.
to Oscar,
Spiewak's fittings.
Before we get to Oscar, I want to discuss my wife. I know that I am not a pretty man. I think anybody that watches this, this telecast every day would tell you that I'm not a pretty man.
Right.
Not by any stretch of the
Are you waiting
imagination.
for us to disagree? Or?
No, I'm not. Of
Okay.
course
No,
not.
but you have a lot going for you.
But I will tell you this: that
Charm is the word.
Carla has one complaint about my physical appearance that you will never guess in a million years.
Is it the graying hair?
No.
Really?
No, because the gray hair is on the sides and it's in my beard, and I color that occasionally when I want to darken my beard up, so everybody knows that.
You want to look like you're doing a magic act?
Yeah, when I want to do Blackstone. I've rarely really overdone it, but there's the occasion when you know what? I'll tell you what.
Are you going to color it this week for the big night out?
I will. I'll color it this week, and I'll go.
Table for three for Mandrake.
I'm going to go Blackstone.
Don't do that.
No, it really, Mike. It's really not a good look for you.
It's really hard for me.
Finally,
to do that.
Bob Costas got his hair color right. I saw him on the Today Show today. and he for a while was like, "Hello, how are you?"
Bob Costas is going to wake up one day and you're going to be watching an NBC Sports event, and he's going to be Bob Barker, or he'll go completely steel white
in one day,
and you'll see like, "Hey there, here I am." No, this is.
What doesn't she? Your skin tags are gone.
All of them are gone.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Well, I mean, hello.
Thank you. Wait, I need a pep talk.
You is kind.
Thank you.
You is smart.
Thank you very much.
You is important.
Yes,
You
I
are
am.
important.
I am. That's
You
not.
is smart.
Oscar said I
I'm
wasn't.
just saying.
That's right. Oscar said I wasn't.
You is important.
Thank you very much. Screw you, Oscar. I'll tell you what my physical attribute that she hates is coming up next on the Mike O'Mara Show. Stay with us, won't you, please? Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I have a question for you.
I'll entertain a question.
This is a question about what you do in your spare time.
Oh, okay.
It's a question that when you're sitting there with your smartphone, I'd like to ask you this. Are you... compulsive?
You're a jerk.
The hottest new addiction is available for Android and iOS tabloids and smartphones.
Tablets.
Tabloids. Star Magazine.
National Enquirer.
The hottest new addiction is available for Android and iOS tablets and smartphones. The TMOS listener reviews are in. Let me share some quotes about the game Compulsive. Tony says, it's the 36 double Ds of entertainment.
Nice. Oh, Tony.
Honk says, I just like being named Honk. No, he also says,
Honk?
Say goodbye to your social life. Amen.
And that's tough for so many of our listeners.
Alethea writes, I have a baby, and it's like crack.
Wow.
I just know that Alethea has a baby.
She does, yes.
Anyway, let me see. John writes, I hope Todd never finds love so that he can keep churning out great apps.
Are you John?
Yeah, that was my John impression.
I like the impression of John.
Compulsive is an addictive game that is quick to learn but difficult to master. It's completely free, so there's no excuse. Get your new addiction by searching for Compulsive. Give me more mid, please. On the iTunes App Store, Google Play Store. Nothing has changed.
I gave you a lot more mid.
It doesn't sound like it. It hasn't changed. I've been asking for the entire show. Now it dramatically changed. now bring back the low end.
Okay.
Bring back my low end.
Okay.
Low end. Now you can bring back the mid end a little bit.
Okay, bring it back.
So this is not a question of turning up the mid. This is a question of turning down the low.
Understood.
We're just doing a little audio checking as we do the show here. Compulsive is on the iTunes. I need the mid turn back now.
Okay.
Compulsive is on the iTunes App Store, Google Play Store, or at tmsoft.com. Please ask friends and family on Facebook to help you with your new addiction. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Get Compulsive by TM Soft today. Yeah, we've got some issues here, and I don't like to do this in the middle of the show.
Oh, it needs to be fixed.
But I need a little more gain.
Okay.
That's going to help this a little bit. And I need a little less low end again.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. More. There we go. Thank you. All right. I think that's
you
just
sound like sex now.
That's just hey, how about that? Huh? We did a little a little tweak in the middle of the show. That's the important thing to do. So here's the deal about Mrs. O'Mara. She has been harping on me. Friday, this is my life now. Can
we have a clue? I'm keen to guess.
The clue is it is a facial feature.
Oh.
And we go down to the this is how exciting my life is. The big outing for the O'Mara family on Friday was that we were going to go down to Potomac Mills Mall because Mike will take the baby and Mrs. O'Mara will go to the Asian massage kiosk where the
you've done this before, yeah.
Vietnamese men will rub her feet for a half an hour. That is the extent of what my life has become.
Is it your ears?
No.
Oh my something God. Facial.
I will tell you, here's another hint. That what she wanted me to do is she wanted me to visit another one of these kiosks where they were going to do something to help me.
Nose hairs.
No.
Okay.
I trim my nose hairs
some
religiously.
Is it your nose at all?
No.
Okay.
Oh, exfoliation.
No.
What else do they sell?
You'll never get it because you're guys. You'll never get it.
Then I give up.
She wanted me to have my eyebrows threaded.
What does that even mean?
That what
I know.
Oh.
What the fuck is that about?
Hey, with the language.
Sorry about that.
So you had bushy eyebrows?
I had bushy eyebrows.
Oh, no.
I had...
Where are they now?
Well, I unfortunately...
What is threaded?
Threaded means that...
Because I trim my eyebrows.
Let me look up. Somebody look up eyebrow threading. Let me see.
I mean,
I've
it
never
sounds like...
noticed your eyebrows before.
I can't look up eyebrow threading because there's a picture on there I want you guys to see, and I don't want to mess it with it.
Okay.
But eyebrow threading is something where... Pony, do you know what eyebrow threading is?
Yeah, they just run a thread over your eyebrows, and it plucks out some of the loose ones.
You had bush. Yeah, they were bushy.
Well, the thing is,
loose eyebrows.
here's the thing with my eyebrows.
Right.
With my and you know what? As I'm saying this, I can already see the pictures that are going to be put up online with Andy Rooney and all this. With these eyebrows that I have, and as I advance in my age, if I let them go, I could be approaching Andy Rooney territory. And so, apparently, with the baby being born and all the time that has passed, I haven't gotten a haircut, and I haven't gotten... it's not like I pay attention to my eyebrows. I'm much more concerned
like
with...
we all do.
I'm much more concerned with the hairs that come out of my nose.
Mike, the art of eyebrow threading is a very old beauty technique. In a nutshell, it involves removing hair with thread. Some say it originated in the Middle East. Others think it started in India. I think it started at Potomac Mills.
Yeah, well...
How much does it cost for something like this?
Either way, it's a pretty cool concept.
It's pretty funny that you asked that question, because in order to find that out, I would have had to stop by the kiosk, and I said, no effing way.
Oh,
really?
There's no chance.
So you had nothing done?
Well, what I did was, this morning, when I went into the bathroom... Thank you.
God.
I went in there, and I looked in the mirror, and I said, okay, I'm going to make her happy. Before I take my shower, I'm going to take my little razor.
Right.
And
is that what you did?
My clipper, and if you'll notice now...
Yes, Liza?
I have two, pockets of hair on one side of my eyebrow because I've kind of devastated the other one.
Oh, right no. There. Is that why you wore your glasses all day today?
No, I wear my glasses because I'm blind. So I put these on.
It's like a jackass bit. You almost have no eyebrow hair.
I know. I have limited eyebrows.
Well, God knows they'll regenerate.
Well, wait a minute. Rob, yours and mine are the same.
Yeah,
I trim all the
nice
time.
And
thin.
What I have is a Remington brand nose hair trimmer.
That's what I don't use. You use... Ew!
Can you let me finish? That has two heads on it. One of the heads is the nose hair trimmer, and then that removes, and then there's one with a guide that you just slide through your eyebrow.
Well, that's what I did, but I did it too much. I had a low setting on the guide.
You need to start on the biggest setting and then move down.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm looking at your headshot. You definitely had more hair.
I know. I had more eyebrows.
I'm looking at threading here. It looks like cat's cradle. What they do is they take a length of string, and they make X's. And it says, keep the fingers of one hand pinched together while you open the fingers of the other hand. This will allow the twisted part to thread over.
Oh,
and
I was going to spend money to get that done.
And what happens is you've done 4 loops with the string. The threaded grips grab the hair and pull it out. This is like ancient torture.
And you have to pay for it, of course.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you rub a rubber band over your arm and it pulls out the hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you played Angry Birds?
Yes.
Of course. Do you know the bombs?
Yeah.
So your eyebrows are now like the bombs that the birds drop.
She wanted me to do it. She said, "There's the eyebrow threading place. Come on, let's go." I said, "No, I'm not doing that."
So when you do it,
it's like waxing. I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go in for a bikini wax my ass at the same time."
When they do the threading, are you in a kiosk where everyone can watch you?
I didn't go to the kiosk, so I wouldn't know. I didn't even look at it. I just took her over and then went and got the incredible deals at the Tommy Bahama shop.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did you get an eyebrow pencil to fill in what you've done?
How much would you pay for a Tommy Bahama shirt like this?
That is a $160 shirt.
You know how much I paid for it?
How much?
$32.
You know, I don't like Tommy Bahama. Is there a reason why I don't
like because it's not a hipster brand.
I'm not a hipster. I hate hipsters.
It's for fat old men like me.
I believe the shirt's skew a little large for Mr. Santana.
You know, that shirt you're wearing today,
yes.
Imelda Marcos called. The Philippine people are ready to follow you.
Do you know how old the shirt is?
That shirt seriously is good. Welcome to my plantation. I have a plantation as far as the eyes can see. That's good.
This shirt's from my douchebag 20s.
It's a wonderful shirt, Ricardo. Where did you acquire it?
It's an Armani shirt.
That's an Armani shirt? It looks like one of those...
Jackie Armani.
It looks like one of those Filipino shirts.
Yeah, I saw it.
You remember they used to be advertised in the back of Parade magazine, right. And they had like 6 pockets on them.
I'm looking at your shirt right now.
I got Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley on my shirt. Really, when are the awards going to come in from GQ for this show?
I I think the shirt's pretty good.
I
the
think
quality.
It's a very nice.
This is an 8-year-old shirt.
Is it a cotton shirt or is it what's the material?
Cotton.
It's cotton.
Yeah.
It's got a different look. I noticed that today. That it looks like really, you could wear that and show people where your coffee beans are located.
Oh, well,
Or better yet, you could lay it flat on a table and play with Matchbox cars because it looks like it has roads on it.
You could either be a radio show host or you could be rolling cigars in Little Havana.
Appreciate
for
that.
people today.
Thank you.
That's the way
Thank you.
That's the way.
Hello, my friends.
Santana's Lanceros. Only the best.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of Santana, how was your fabulous weekend with the fam?
It was nice. My sister had fallen ill.
Oh, this counts.
Oh, you mother effer.
Oscars World.
Oscars World.
I hate this.
Oscars World.
Oh, by the way, I listened to Americast, and he uses this drop, and I have never listened to Americast in my life.
Okay.
He does a great job with the show. Congratulations, Marcus Serta.
Way to go,
Check
Marcus.
Good boy.
And Marcus, I will not be giving you the scoop on the live show. I'm answering your Facebook inquiry on the air because, Marcus, the whole thing about announcing the date of the live show is
timing.
Is my thing. So to announce it on your show in advance of this show would be cutting my nose off to spite my face. However, Marcus Serta, because you are interested in bringing a New England caravan to the live show, I will tell you personally what the date is, so give me a call, and I will do that sooner than later.
Look at that.
But have you ever entertained a personal phone call from a fanboy?
But you are sworn to secrecy, Marcus Serta, so be aware of that. So, you know what? Depending on how much Marcus is a loyalist and is really into this show, because he does Omericast, we'll determine when he gives me a call or contact.
True test. A true test.
He's already dialing.
You think so?
Of course
you think
he
he's
is.
watching right now?
Yeah.
Marcus, I'll tell you the date of the live show, and I'll introduce you at the live show. So there you go. So make sure
Have you ever blocked off a weekend of time to make a trip down south?
But I think he wanted a little early scoop on that, and I don't want to do
work
that.
it out.
Well, he wants to plan his fittings and
It'll
make
be terrific. So I'm glad you listened to America. He's good at what he does.
He is.
And I could only listen because I was leaving for Pittsburgh, and I was driving there by myself. Because my lovely girlfriend had gone up on Monday.
Well, what a trooper. That's so sweet of her
As
to
soon
go
as
up
my
there.
sister
person.
fell ill and was admitted to the hospital, she went up to help with the kids, which is very kind of her. And
kind of what Shannon's all about.
Yeah, totally. So I ended up getting there. I had to rent a car because I didn't want to drive 2 cars back and 2 cars up.
Incidentally, I just want to say another thing about Shannon, and I like the fact that Shannon busted butt to get over here right away to see the baby. I like that too.
Very nice.
That's a cool thing. Shannon's on my list right now.
Very
She's on my thumbs up list.
I have to take a cab to the airport because they don't let you rent cars if you're taking them out of state and leaving them out of state, unless you around the D.C. area at least, unless you take them from the airport. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get a Fiat 500. That's what they have for your boy.
It's a 1974 Fiat.
A little guy.
Is that the new Fiat?
It's a new Fiat.
The smart car size Fiat? Okay.
I've had a smart car. I've driven a Fiat now for 6 hours.
Incidentally, those Fiats, really, if you've ever looked inside of them, they are unbelievable with the design.
Yeah, they are. Look at you.
Thank you very much.
Big win. Much better than a smart car.
Really?
The Fiat was cruising. I was going 90,
They're
and
great.
I didn't even feel like I was in, I felt like I was in a regular, sturdy, nice car.
Well, you know what they say about them. It's a very good car. I drive it so fast.
Hey, you don't go too far in the left lane. You're going to kill somebody going at speed.
What's it called? Fiat 500, did you say?
Fiat 500.
Okay.
A little guy. It's a little guy. So I get there, and right away I noticed that my sister had come home from the hospital. My brother was there. My brother's wife had flown in from Boston. Everybody had flown in. The whole family was there. I was last to arrive.
Family gathered around.
I noticed that my girlfriend had spent the entire week. She really bonded with the kids and the family. It was just a special moment for myself.
So she was hanging with Luca, and what is the little girl's name?
Sophia.
Sophia, beautiful
And
children.
now they call her Tia Shannon, right?
Oh.
Which is on Shannon.
So she's Tia Shannon
she's
now,
in the
which
fold.
means that's the clock ticking.
That's right.
That's you know what I call that? The ring clock. Thank you very much. All right.
Everybody settle down.
All right.
So we have a great time, and I remember before going to bed, I said, look, it really means a lot to me, Shannon, that you had come up and taken care of my family, and the kids love you, so thank you so much. She was very gracious and kind, but I also felt like it's really putting someone out. I don't know if I could go and stay in Arizona, and I would if I had to, but she had no qualms about it. She just jumped in the car and drove.
It's
right?
asking a lot of anybody.
Yes. So there was payback to be had at one point or another, I imagine. And
I don't get the impression from the limited time I've spent with Shannon that she's real big on payback or revenge.
Me
I mean, do you
neither.
feel that?
No, I don't. I don't.
Until
The one trip you took with her friends when you went down to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There was a little
The Dominican.
The Dominican,
Yeah.
and there was a little selfish Shannon on that trip, at least according to this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's the
Now wait till you hear this.
Oscar's version.
So I wake up the next morning, like around 9-ish, because the little kids come in and they knock on the door. It's time to wake up.
That's
right?
cool.
And do they call you Uncle Oscar or
yeah,
just Oscar?
Tio Oscar.
Tio Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get up. Shannon's still waking up. I walk into the bathroom because we're in one part of the house where we have a bathroom, like a private bathroom, and I brush my teeth. I take my Advil for my foot. I take another medication. I throw them all in my mouth, and I was like, oh, there's a water sitting right there in one of these blue bottles of fancy waters. I'll drink that. So I gulp down because I have the pills in my mouth. Turns out to be hydrogen peroxide. She tried to poison me.
Where does hydrogen peroxide come in a fancy blue bottle?
It was in a bottle?
She had put it in what was one of those fancy blue bottles because she thought that was the easiest way to, instead of bringing the big hydrogen peroxide bottle, to transport.
He's dead. The fortune's mine. The fortune is mine now.
Hi, my name is Shannon, and now I own 4 podcasts.
Swallowed.
Oh, you
big
swallowed
gulp,
it?
big gulp, swallowed. Didn't have time because I had pills in my mouth. I didn't have time to spit it out.
Yeah.
Hello, Chad. He's dead. I'm ready to do the show with you now.
Chad.
We can finally be together. Did you take care of Princess Dukes this weekend? Thank you so much. Oh, we can be together.
She tried to knock me off.
No, I don't. Is it poison? I don't think it's poison.
You're not supposed to drink hydrogen peroxide.
Well, I mean, you're not like as a cocktail, but I don't think it's poison.
I would imagine if you put that in. Well, I don't think it's good for you.
Do you remember that there's a hole in my chest as well?
Oh, that's true.
I
Well,
can't
that'll
drink soda
probably
or alcohol.
it'll probably clean it up.
Did you get a full gulp of it?
A full gulp. Like, you know how you go for, maybe you've worked out, you're thirsty, you take a Gatorade and you go, like, throw it up. That's how I took it.
The best example of that we've all done. Well, I say we've all done this. How foolish. Maybe I'm just speaking in my own sphere of reference there. But we've all done the thing where the morning after at a party.
Yes.
And you see the Coke can. You know, and thank God Sarah loved the Coke. It's like, cigarettes, please.
Oh, I've done the cigarette. You know, one time.
The worst.
When I guess I was in high school and I had several tape recorders because I sort of did what I did now, and I was cleaning the heads with rubbing alcohol and Q-tips because they'd get all that junk on them.
It's a family show.
And I I was just cleaning the heads inside the tape recorders, and I was drinking. I remember this. I was drinking a 7-Up, and it was take a sip of 7-Up, then clean the heads, and take. I grabbed the rubbing alcohol and took a sip of that. That I did not swallow though. That I spit out.
Being you, did you immediately blame her?
I
for
yelled, "Shit!" She's a bad mind. She runs. She goes, "What?" I said, "What is in this blue bottle? I'm dying." And she said, "Hydrogen peroxide." I said, "Why would you do that?"
Right.
One, when you're thirsty, you'll grab anything that looks like water.
Right.
2, we have kids around.
And what is the what is the Santana family using the hydrogen peroxide for?
No, she was using it to clean her retainer.
Okay.
Used for dental
it's
cleaning.
used for
and
dental
white-
cleaning. All right.
Yeah.
Symptoms of hydrogen peroxide poisoning include, let's see if you had any of these: abdominal pain and cramping,
Yes.
breathing difficulty,
No.
body aches,
Body aches, yes.
burns in the mouth and throat,
Oh, of course.
eye burns.
No eye burns.
Did you get through Sunday without a seizure?
Yes. Thank you.
Stomach swelling? Oh, this actually, I don't know if this is a symptom or something great. Temporary white coloring of the skin.
I don't know if that happened. I know that when I ran upstairs to talk to the doctors.
What about this symptom? Propensity for extreme exaggeration.
I ran upstairs
dickery.
to tell the doctors that Shannon had poisoned me.
Yes.
Because they're all at breakfast already because they rise early.
Right.
And live their lives and are happy.
Did you drink? Did you recognize it in your esophagus quick enough to spit it out a little bit?
No.
Did you
No
put-
spitting out.
How did
really?
it taste?
Tasted like ass.
Like alcohol, right?
No, you know what it tasted like? A tequila shot.
Oh, that is bad.
Yeah. Because the burn that usually maybe lasts about 5 seconds lasts about a minute.
So Oscar went down to the kitchen table at breakfast. Went, "Good morning, family."
Hey, I think there's a problem with Shannon.
How are you?
So my brother, the pediatric cardiologist, my brother-in-law, looks at me and says, "Oh, I think you'll be okay." And I look at my brother and he goes, "Oh, it's probably good for you. Like, not so bad." My sister's like, "Yeah, how much did you drink?" And I said, "Just a gulp." She goes, "We'll keep an eye on you."
Oh, so
yeah.
that's
Oh, you know what? That's the worst thing.
And that's the only person you listen to.
Well, because it's my oldest sister,
right.
and she actually cares.
Is this the sister that was recovering
Yes.
herself, and so she's better and she's out of the hospital?
It was time to make it all about me.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. You're just like you're the little Oscar panicking and
when
making
you
a big
came down
scene.
panicked and came to breakfast, was there any laughter at your expense?
You know what? There was disdain.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
like
he
did it again.
There he goes.
Like the angel really poisoned you. I'm sure she did that.
The angel.
Yeah.
He's the baby.
Yeah, he is.
He's the baby of the family. He's just bitching to bitch.
And
he
they
wants to
said,
get
Shannon, we told you to put that Mr. Yuck sticker on that. You know he can't be trusted.
How many Zabalioses were in this household together?
The 3 doctors. My mom and dad had already gone home because they were there all week.
And you were coming.
Yeah, and I was coming. So they had
no interest in seeing that.
When is Oscar going to get here?
He's
arriving Friday night, Papa. I will leave then.
We will require a 6-hour window.
I will leave that. Quickly. What's your wife's name? What's your mother's name?
Yole.
Yole. His car will be in the driveway soon. Please, finish your packing. Finish your packing as soon as possible.
There is no time to argue.
I am not going to argue. This is my order to you. We will be out of the driveway before his tires touch the driveway. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Theory, anyway.
And you're feeling well.
Yeah, I know. It took me about 4 hours to feel better because the burn in my chest was horrific, and I think 3 hours in, my brother's like, "How are you feeling?" And I said, not that great." He goes, "Maybe we should look that up and see what happens."
Well, thanks.
They don't care about me.
Taking your sister's near-death experience and her road to recovery and making it all about you.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, terrific. Very good, Mr. Yuck.
Thank
Turn
you.
around and see what Pony's doing for the show today.
Jesus.
Awesome job. I will take a break. Come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show right after this. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Tomorrow on the program, I will have details on a new listener initiative. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh, good.
And I've got some pretty lofty goals for what I want to do on this program as far as getting you, the TMOS passionate listener, to be our ambassador and go forth and multiply. We'll have details on that for you tomorrow. This segment of the program is brought to you by Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars, just like the one my kid has.
Beautiful.
From Mr. John Fanning. And this day, it's very rare to find something that's truly an American original. John Fanning does such a great job with these guitars, and if you're a musician or a collector, you have to check out Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars. They're created by our friend John Fanning, who does such an amazing job. The craftsmanship on these guitars will amaze you. They are
Beautiful.
great. We're going to have a little concert this week with one of those Bull Run Cigar Box guitars by our own Josh Murphy.
This is the thing that was so cool is when you look at it, it is a beautiful piece of folk art. I mean, it's something you can hang on the wall. It's gorgeous. But Josh is a musician.
Yes.
And he loves it because it's a beautiful instrument. He picked it up, and within 4 minutes, he's playing Day Tripper.
And it's an electric guitar.
So cool.
We're going to wire it through the board. We're going to let you hear that, and that'll be coming this week. So check it out. It's Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars by John Fanning. That's on Facebook, or you can just go there and check out Bull Run Cigars. Just look it up. Google it, and you'll find it. Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars, an American original. And we recommend them very, very highly. And now, without further ado, let's get right to the news.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
Amid online chatter about terror threats, U.S. diplomatic posts in 19 cities in the Muslim world will be closed at least through the end of this week, according to the State Department. Spokeswoman Jane Psaki, it's P-S-A-K-I.
Smith.
Jen Psaki, I screwed that up, said the decision to keep the embassies and consulates shuttered is a sign of an abundance of caution and is not an indication of a new threat, and in my opinion is an indication of the people that do this type of thing covering their asses.
CYA mode, yeah.
Now, with that said, when they cover their asses, I think we all have to be afraid, be very afraid.
Yeah, we should be, but, they're so non-committal about it. They say, well, there's been an abundance of chatter. They say so much without saying anything. That's what troubles me.
Don't you want prison now?
Alex Rodriguez figures to have a one-of-a-kind day on Monday. He'll receive a lengthy suspension from baseball and then head to the ballpark to play for the New York Yankees for the first time this season. A-Rod's suspension, likely through the entire 2014 season, was to be announced as part of baseball's latest drug investigation, and that's according to a person who's familiar with the decision. Major League Baseball informed the Yankees on Sunday that A-Rod will be suspended for his links to a clinic accused of distributing banned performance-enhancing drugs. Now, we are taping this this right around the same time that MLB is going to be going to press
handing it down, right?
with their hand down. What's
Not
the very
updated
latest?
right now.
Not updated
Nothing yet.
Anyway.
I expect a wonderful reception for him when he takes the field tonight.
We're going to see. Oh, my God. We'll see what happens. Anyway, anonymity. The person spoke on condition of anonymity because no statement has been authorized yet, so we don't know what exactly is going to happen until they make their announcement. The person also said that A-Rod will be eligible to play while he appeals the penalty to an arbitrator, and I believe that Joe Girardi, the manager of the Yankees, has said if he's available to play, he's going to play him.
As the biggest baseball fan in the room, how do you feel about that?
I think
the fact that he's going to remain eligible to play.
To be honest with you, it is if he's appealing and something to do with his guilt, everybody has to have a fair shake, and it's a process until it's until it goes through the system.
Right.
Everybody else gets treated that way. He should too. When he first saw the blue Dodge sedan screech around a corner at the Venice Boardwalk, Mustafa Balchi assumed that a driver had gotten confused and would quickly turn around. But the car didn't turn around. It sped ahead Saturday evening, striking a metal trash can, destroying a table, and then continuing like a train through the tent where Balchi sells pendants, hitting his knees and flipping his wife through the air. Police identified the driver of the Dodge as Nathan Campbell, 38, a transient who was arrested on suspicion of murder in connection with the hit-and-run crash that left 1 dead and 11 injured. Have you seen the video of this?
It's horrifying.
Scary. Terrifying. Venice Beach.
Yeah.
What a tourist. It's like somebody driving through the mall.
We've all been down there. We've all been to Venice Beach, and imagine, this happening. About an hour after the rampage, Campbell abandoned his blue sedan on a nearby street. He walked to a police station, turned himself in, whoop-de-doo. Campbell is a Colorado native who sources said was possibly living in his car, and he's being held in lieu of $1 million bail. Police said Campbell asked how many people had been injured. How weird is that?
The horrifying thing is your initial thought is like when an older person gets confused and hits something.
That's what you think when you see that.
But when you saw him continue.
He was zigzagging trying to hit people.
It is really, really horrifying stuff.
Rapper and actor 50 Cent faces arraignment on charges that he attacked his ex-girlfriend and trashed her condo. The hearing for the singer, whose real name, I know you love this, Rob, is Curtis Jackson.
Yes, of course, Curtis Jackson. And I'm not sure he's a singer. I think he's more of a performer.
He was scheduled for Monday's arraignment. If convicted, the hearing, rather, scheduled for Monday. If convicted, the Indie Club singer faces up to 5 years in jail and $46,000 in fines. The woman told police that during a June 23rd argument, Jackson began destroying property at her Toluca Lake condo before she locked herself in a bedroom. She says Jackson kicked open the bedroom door and kicked her, causing injury. Police estimated about $7,100 in damage to the home. And anybody that knows 50 Cent, you see that body and you see what that's capable of. That's a strong guy.
I just hope it's a misunderstanding and he doesn't go to jail and he keeps churning out those great records.
Thank you, Rob. Rob's a big fan.
I love rap music and rap singers.
Last week, 18-year-old Alex Townsend of Lancashire, England, was going on a trip to Mallorca, Spain. Since she was going on a beach trip, she was wearing cut-off jeans. And Alex was flying on an airline called Monarch. And unfortunately, their gate representative thought her shorts were too short. They said the shorts were, quote, cut extremely high, and her butt cheeks were visible.
Like Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, and they asked her to change her shorts at the gate. So, as far as that is concerned, I want to show you a picture of this lady.
Oh, you've got to...
was she...
Well, let me tell you something. If I'm on a plane and they say that this lady's jeans are too short, and then they ask her to change them,
yes,
I'm going to be a little bit excited about taking a look at this process.
Wow.
Alex and her family are thinking about filing a legal action. She ended up changing into longer shorts from her suitcase while she tried to keep herself covered up.
There's a precedent for this, right? This has happened in the States as well, like a short skirt.
Yeah.
As long as you're not naked, what's the big problem here?
Well, here's a photo of Alex.
Can we see this? Here we go.
Oh, my God.
You can't go wrong.
There she is.
No, you know what?
There.
I think her shorts were fine.
Not that short.
Is she a stunner?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She
looks tall as well.
Absolutely, and she's wearing those little platform shoes. Would you like to see a picture of the short shorts?
Please,
I would.
Please.
And I'll forget it.
Actually, Mike,
come on.
The computer's not working.
That's a
well
tease.
on me.
I'll look for them. How about I look for them?
Right,
if you can buy them, see if
what
they're on
airline
eBay.
was it again?
Monarch.
I've got it right here. Here we go.
Monarch Air.
This is a rear shot of the shorts. There it is.
Oh, you can't go wrong there.
No.
We'll post. Can we post some of those pictures?
It's not like she's standing at the front of the plane. She's seated. Let her take her plane ride. For God's sake, Monarch.
There she is. She looks like a
Get
young.
your head out of your
She
ass.
looks like a young Kim Basinger.
Yes, she does.
She looks very.
She
very
seems
hot.
nice.
Yeah, she seems like a really nice lady. I'd like to help her.
Yeah, I think we should.
A spokesperson from the lousy Monarch Airlines says they never told her she couldn't go to a bathroom to change. So that's good for her, too. It's like, good on you there. Thank you, Alex. Ellen DeGeneres will host next year's Oscars.
Boo.
Oh, why? Now, why do you say boo? She's great at it.
Do you remember the last time? It was flat, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Man. It was flat,
It was flat, man.
She will
I mean, it's
host
a step up from James Franco. But
They air on March 2nd on ABC. On Friday, she tweeted, quote, "It's official. I'm hosting the Oscars. I'd like to thank the Academy, my wife, Portia, and, oh, dear, there goes the orchestra." Yeah, I guess you're right.
Just a quick note about your young lady that you showed us pictures of.
Yes.
She's 18 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So she's legal. For those of you not watching Ustream right now, what Mike is doing is whistling and kicking at dirt.
D-O-M. This will be Ellen's second time hosting. She did it in 2007. She added, quote, "I am so excited to be hosting the Oscars for the second time. You know what they say, the third time's the charm." That's funny.
That's good, but here's the thing why you won't like it.
Why?
Is there won't be any edge to it. It's the reason that you like, what's his name from The Office, the guy who created The Office.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, you love when he hosts because he's fearless, and
All right.
she won't touch it.
I like Ellen. And now a little something. Last week, 46-year-old John Bansley of Avon Lake, Ohio, was cited on an open container charge. He'd bought a six-pack of Milwaukee's Best.
And you know what? That really is not a great name for the beer because it really doesn't describe it very well.
It's
not the best at anything.
It was a convenience store. He cracked one of them open outside. He was drunk.
Sure.
So the cops had to drop him off at his ex-wife's house.
Good planning.
It's where you take all drunks.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
And the cops gave her custody of the remaining 5 cans of Milwaukee's Best.
Custody.
Shortly after that, John called 911 to report that his wife wouldn't hand over his beer. The 911 dispatcher told him to hang tight, and a cop would head over. And that's when John decided to hit on the dispatcher. He said, quote, "Well, you got a personal phone number?
Oh, no.
You sound kind of pretty."
Pretty.
She managed just to laugh that off. John was arrested for misuse of the 911 system. He pleaded guilty and got 5 days in jail. There is no word on who got custody of the Milwaukee's Best or whether the beer went to a foster drinker. Okay. We'll take a break. Come back with the Audio Vault with Rob Spewak right after this. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program brought to you by our Amazon page, where you'll find the toys of summer. You will find the mom section to get all your dighties, which we're using on a regular basis.
Yes.
You will find office supplies for your office. You know all the great stuff. And on Friday, I got my first delivery of Amazon gum. No, it's not a brand name. It's a type of gum that I got on Amazon.
But you found it because you know what? Grocery stores are not consistent in how they stock gum.
I have a little addiction. I'm addicted to Amazon.
Yeah,
like
the
buying
best.
wonderfully priced. So, if you buy in bulk, you get this real great discount.
Yes.
And I'm also a lazy man, so if you can bring it to my doorstep and I don't have to go to a big box store to get it, use Amazon.
Your gum is here.
Thank you. Today and every day, save money and support the show. Click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and bookmark it. Let's open the audio vault for Monday, August 4, 2013.
Yesterday, we lost one of the great ones, Mike. A truly, truly entertaining man. And depending on the sources you go with, he was either 88 or 89. I think he was 89.
Artie Donovan.
Yeah, great Baltimore Colt. And he was so great on The Tonight Show.
Really one of the best
and
guests.
I will go as long with this until you tire of it. But I
Here
have
it
a
is.
couple clips of him with Carson that are just great.
Had the pleasure of interviewing Art Donovan. Art Donovan was a guy that got it, and an interview subject for anybody that's ever done interviews. If you got a guy that knows how to do it, knows how to play the game, John Madden's another one.
Mm-hmm.
They're people that give you 100%. They know that you're on that show for a reason. Art Donovan was a guy that understood that, and that's what made him a great talk show guy.
Do not think he's as dumb as he comes off sometimes.
No, he's
sharp
a smart
as a
guy.
tack,
Absolutely.
and Football Hall of Famer, too. Johnny Carson had a blast with him, and one of the reasons it was so great, Johnny was having a good time.
Right.
They asked him about his nickname and the name of his book, Mike.
I read your book a couple of days ago. You had a book called Fatso. That's what they called you when you played pro
That's
ball,
what
right?
everybody calls me.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I was 17 pounds when I was born.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
My mother couldn't walk for about 3 weeks.
17 pounds.
They also asked him
That's
about...
an edgy joke back then.
Yes, it is.
That's right up to the edge, because he's talking about her vagina.
Yes, her Donovan vagina. Also, they said the game has changed. That was one of his big themes he would go with, is how the game has changed.
Well, and you look at the guy, and you know that when he played, he was probably an animal.
And he talked about, I think this is where he talks about one of the quarterbacks, I think it was someone for the Lions, that was hurting during one particular game.
We played Bobby Lane, the quarterback for the Lions.
Right.
And man, he partied. He really partied. We're playing in Baltimore, and we're putting a hell of a rush on him. And he's screaming at his offensive line that they're not blocking. So in the third quarter, we're laying on top of him, and he's hollering at him in his breath. Gee. it reeked of whiskey, I said, damn it, Bobby, we're going to get drunk smelling your breath. I said, you must have had a hell of a night last night. He said, I had a few at halftime.
Yeah, and talking about how the game is just... Johnny said, is the game different today?
Are the players different today? Now,
I don't know, because I don't play today, they get hurt, they lay on the ground for 15 minutes, and you got the chaplain and the assistant chaplain, and you got the trainer and his assistant, and the equipment man out there. I don't know what the hell he's out there for. And after 15 minutes, the guy jumps up and runs off the field. What this is all about.
And when they asked him about playing hurt, this is a great story. I remembered this one from the Carson Show.
when you played, according to your book, you guys played hurt. I mean, really hurt.
Well, we had to play. We didn't have that many guys.
Right.
One time I broke my leg, and 2 weeks after I broke my leg, the coach says to me, you got to play. I said, I can't play. I can't even walk. How the hell am I going to play football? He said, when I snap the ball, fall down. He said, maybe you're lucky somebody will trip over you. Every time they snap the ball, I fall down. And at the end of the game, the guy playing in front of me says, that's the hell of a move anybody ever put on me. He says, I never touched it all day.
He says that maybe you get lucky someone trip on you. And the last tape of Donovan, and this is great, the dirtiest player he ever played with. Dirty, as far as playing dirty, not like hygiene.
I think the dirtiest guy I ever saw was the guy that played on my team. And he played right behind me. His name was Bill Pellington.
What do you mean dirty? What would he do?
He's dirty. I mean, he'd do anything. He was indecent, really. And he's rushing the passer one time, and he tried to clothesline the guy. I mean, he hit him in the throat.
Right.
Well, he missed his throat, and he hit him in the helmet. And this guy's out on the field. This guy's not even moving. He looked like he was shot to death. And Pellington goes back in the defensive huddle. He says, damn it, I hurt my arm on that guy. Well, he missed his throat, and he hit him in the helmet, and he broke his arm, broke it right straight through, and played 5 plays with a broken arm.
That's tough.
I'm telling you, the next year they outfitted him with a steel brace. And we're watching him in the movies going around hitting people like with a sledgehammer. The offensive lineman for the Packers named Billy Houghton came in the defensive huddle and said to the official, why don't you give the son of a bitch a gun and let him do a clean job?
I know the NFL is ever changing, but I don't think there's ever going to be another one like him.
Cool.
So safe home, Mark Donovan. Speaking of football, Jason Sudeikis put out a tape over the weekend where he was theorizing what it must be like if a Texas football coach would take over coaching a soccer team.
Somebody sent me this. This is funny. This is a funny little video.
Circle them up, have them put on their pads, and let's start playing for real. They're wearing their pads, Coach.
There's a lot of small similarities.
A team I coach, they're going to play hard for all 4 quarters, okay?
2 halves.
What's that?
2 halves.
Okay, halves. We're going to play hard for 2 halves. And we're going to play till there's a winner and there's a loser. What's that?
A tie.
Okay, till there's a winner, a loser, or a tie. You can tie.
If you tried to end a game in a tie in the United States, heck, that might be listed in Revelations as the cause for the apocalypse.
Yeah, do we have any goals this season? Absolutely. We're going to win a lot of games. We're going to get in the playoffs.
No playoffs.
There's no playoffs. Again, my job just got a lot easier.
There he is.
That's funny.
Our next big motion picture star.
Yes,
Jason Sudeikis.
I like Jason Sudeikis, and he's getting better and better. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
I close with a clip from Jerry Seinfeld's online series, Getting Coffee with Comedians in Cars. I will say this, total disclosure, my family benefited from the Make-A-Wish Foundation when Robert finished his treatment. I think this is great what Chris Rock says about one thing he once did for a Make-A-Wish kid.
I had a Make-A-Wish kid, like 15-year-old kid dying of cancer, and I snuck him the Pam Anderson sex tape. In between all the other crap. There. He's dead now, but...
He lived a little more.
He lived a little more.
Yeah.
He lived a little more, Mike. That is your magic audio vault. Wow, what a weird way to end the show, Rob. That was pretty
how about
cool.
that?
Thank you, Chris Rock. This segment of the program and our whole show today brought to you by Wait Not. You know I love it. 13 pounds, couldn't be happier. Read the success stories on the Wait Not Facebook page. If you'd like to find out more, all you have to do is visit waitnot.com. Wait Not, show us what you're made of, because they are... they're a terrific associate of the Mike O'Mara Show, and they're a terrific associate of me, because I pay attention to what they tell me every single day now, and you should too if you need to lose the weight. You'll feel better. I already do, and we'll keep telling you more about my progress and everybody else's on Wait Not. That's it. We'll be back with another brand new show tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Now that the show is over, feel free to go shopping. MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.